thank you. Yeah, I'm in a jumper. Hi, Chief. Oh, honey. Why not, Lou? I'm alright, Signal. I'm not happy. Thank you, Dazza, my darling. Hi, Marita. You lie. Oh, thank you, Katie. That's so pretty. Thank you. Thank you, 79. Thank you, Kit. Kay. Oh, lordy. Sorry. Brain's braining today. Oh, bless you, Cubster. I've cut sugar out. Cold. Just cut it out. Realised I was powered by sugar. Hi, Quirky. Good, thank you. I'm alright, Stormy. I'm not happy. I'm not happy. Yeah, I'm not happy. Yeah! Good, Lady Day. I'm very glad. Oh, Phoenix, lovely. Oh, my... I followed you, Phoenix. Thank you, Victoria. Hi, Victoria. If you need to message me, darling, please message me, okay? Hi, Jem. Oh, I'm catching up. Hang on. I'm catching up. Oh, what was that? You all right, Victoria? Thank you very much. Are you, Adele? Oh, dear. Thank you, Tommy. Good evening, Diane. Hey, Star-Shaped, are you alright, love? Thank you, Observer. Thank you, Arabella. Hello, Party Dresser. Yeah, no worries, Phoenix. Don't stress, darling. Good evening, Miss Rachel. Thank you, Quirky, my love. Oh, just the one person tonight. I'm only attacking the one. Hi, Yogi. I'm not happy. I'm not happy. Yay, Jet. Right. First off, can I do a request for my mods? This is quite an important one. Yeah, no worries, Lainey. No worries. I'm going to tell you. But just a request to my mods. Okay, it's just a small request. Thank you, Rachel and Jane. Thank you. Thank you, Star-Shaped. I'm just going to call you Star because shaped sounds really odd. No offence. It's for the mods, actually. It is for the mods because a couple of them are going through a really tough time, and even I've had a wobble today. Even me has had a wobble today. My head has been my enemy today. You know when it tells you nobody likes you, everybody hates you, just go down to the bottom of the garden and don't annoy anyone. My head's been playing that tune today, so that was fun. So some of my mods are struggling at the moment. So if their DMs are off and you have other means of contacting them, can you not, if you don't mind, because they are struggling, and it's not fair on them. Thank you, Miss Rachel. It's not fair on them because they always feel obligated to reply and try to help, and it's often at their own detriment. Okay, and the mods are amazing. The mods are amazing. So, but they can't continue to be amazing. Thank you, Mags, if they are struggling themselves. So, thank you, Jane. Thank you, Tori. So yeah, if you are struggling, minor, don't message Jet. Nobody message Jet. Ever, in fact. The advice you'll get will be blue, probably. Exactly. So, but yeah, if you need anything, thank you, Dream Chaser. If you need anything, message me. My messages are open. But I'm just, yeah, if the mods messages are closed and you've got them on Insta or something, don't message them, please. They're some of them are struggling just at the minute. Now, thank you, Minnie. And I'm missing comments, gifts and everything else, so I do apologise. And I need to breathe because I'm so hissed off. Thank you, Chantal, darling. I'm hissed off. And I'm hissed off. Yeah. I'm hissed off at the anti-TikToker, if anyone wants to know. A man I genuinely followed. A man I had genuine respect for. A man who I now feel is a bully. Who I don't have any respect for and whom I've blocked. Right, so I'll tell you why I blocked him first off. So, Delusive Angie, do you remember she changed her profile picture to that of the rapist? She changed it. Thank you very much. Thank you. She changed it to that of the rapist. Do you remember? And at this point, I was still interacting with anti-TikToker, and he was doing, I can't remember who it was on, but he was doing one of his TikToks. And in the comments, I went to look in the comments to see, you know, gauge the mood of the people, as you do. And one of the questions to the anti-TikToker was, what's your opinion on the who Delusive Angie's changed her photo to? And his response was, haven't seen it, not interested, don't care. At which point I blocked him because I thought, really? Don't you claim to be an awareness creator? Oh, mentally offline, let me tell you. So I blocked him straight away because I just thought, do you know what? No. If you've got that energy for one person because you don't have an issue with them, then that means you don't have an issue with people you like when they do bad things. So you won't come for them with the same energy that you come for everybody else. And so I just thought, no, I don't do that. I don't do that. Now, what I'm going to discuss with you is about the anti-TikToker's behaviour. Thank you, Michelle. It's about his behaviour, not him as a person, because I don't know him as a person. Well, let's see, how can we put this? Disgusted with you, anti-TikToker. I'm not going to lie. Thought you were quite a decent fellow when you came on. Not, you know, you were going after the wrong uns on the app. You were speaking sense and speaking facts. And then I don't know what happened to you. Genuinely don't know what happened to you. If it's what I think happened to you, then, and I'm sorry to have to say this, apologies mods, Scouse Slayer is correct. You will be flavour of the month for about 6 months, and then you'll get dropped from height when you cease to be useful. Please block. Okay? You will cease to be of use. It's a pattern. It's one that we've all seen before. So I'd be very careful about who you diss on what you think is your way up, because you're going to meet us all on your way back down. Right? So I'm not having it. I'm not having it. You've come for one of the awareness community. 2 people in the awareness community you've come for. First one I pretty much missed because I'd eaten and fallen asleep and then forgot all about it, which is awful of me. But the second one has been in my inbox today, and if she wants me to mention her name, I will do. If she doesn't want me to mention her name, I won't. But you've come for two people. You sure? You've come for 2 people in the awareness community. Worse than that, you've come for 2 misfits. Oh, you not been told about us then? No? You not been told about us? Oh, okay, right. You come for 1, you come for everyone. Okay? And I just happen to be the person that says what people are thinking. Alright? So, this will find you one way or another because you are blocked. But your behaviour is vile. Thank you, Pam. Thank you, Kay. Right, so there was, I'm sure everybody remembers all the trouble around Scouse, which is old news now. We've all moved on. We said our piece. We've left each other alone, so I'm not bringing Scouse into this other than to say that you threatened her as well, didn't you? You went in her inbox, didn't you? What was it you said to Scouse? I've got eyes and ears everywhere. Really? Is that a threat? Or an observation? Or a statement of fact? Now, everyone will tell you on this app that knows me, knows I don't get on with Scouse. I fell out with Scouse. Have no interest in speaking to Scouse. But you went into her inbox and told her you had eyes and ears everywhere. Interesting. Okay. So, after all the trouble that we had with Scouse, we then had trouble with one of Scouse's mods. I don't know whether they're still a mod or they're an ex-mod. And, what did you say to my good friend? What comment did you make to my good friend? Was it to do with her child SA was so long ago that she should be over it by now? Is that what you said? That's what I think I remember you saying. Thank you, Mandy. Oh yeah, everybody thinks he's this, wonderful person. Thank you, Pam, who is gonna stick up for people and right the wrongs of the TikTokers on here. Thank you, Donna. No, he's not. No, he's not. He's a deeply unpleasant individual. So anti-TikToker. Come for me. I dare you. Mr. I've got lines, I've got valuable sources, I've got credible sources. Really? Yeah. You came after my friend who has been through hell. Okay? Hell. To the point where her child SA, thank you, Mandy, and thank you, Pam, her child SA has driven her. There's not many people can say that. It has driven her to do what she does for awareness, to protect, to safeguard. Right? She is one of the most brave people I know. And you told her that her child SA was so long ago, she should be over it. Question, anti-TikToker. Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are that you can question, even question, someone's child SA? Who do you think you are? It's got nothing to do with you. Why were you even commenting? Literally, why did you bother commenting? It has zero Zero to do with you. Right? I am disgusted that you thought you were able to comment on that when you clearly have no idea about what my friend's been through or how she lives her life. Do you even know her name? So to comment such an ignorant comment, to make such an ignorant statement, well, what does that say about you? I think I used the word, didn't I, when I said it was an ignorant statement. So, going forward, don't talk about things you have no knowledge of. Okay? No knowledge. Now let's move on, shall we, anti-TikToker? Just so you know I'm speaking to you. You've come for my friend Stormy, haven't you? Hey? Oh. Yeah, you shouldn't have done that. Now, you have every right to defend yourself, right? But when you are making outrageous statements, hi little tiny, about information that you have been given, that you have got, the reliable sources you apparently have. I hope you can back that up. I do hope you can back that up. Because if you're coming to Stormy and telling her she doesn't have one of her health conditions, the only way that you would be able to say that with chest on this app is if you had her medical records, right? But you don't, do you? Because you have no way of getting them, do you? So I have a credible source that says you don't have ME. Number one, what's it got to do with you? What condition she has? Why is it your business? Why is it your concern? And number two, what's your credible information? You're going to provide it? Because I tell you what, Stormy comes with receipts. She's cut from the same cloth we are, right? We don't say anything we can't prove. Okay? And you're awfully keen to stand on business, aren't you? So you're saying that Stormy doesn't have ME. I would love to know where you've got that information from. Because either you've got hold of her medical records, which is a crime, okay, and against GDPR, or somebody's told you, somebody who's close to her, yeah? What else have you accused her of? Just using a wheelchair so that she can get PIP. Again, how do you know? What's it got to do with you? Why are you even commenting? The fact that Stormy put up some of her medical records was to shut you up. Right? And yeah, she took them down because she was being told she didn't have to prove a damn thing to you. Because you're nobody. You're a stranger to her. Okay? Now, I've got a couple of questions for you. I wrote them down. wanted to make sure I didn't miss anything. Now, I've only watched 2 videos of your TikToks of yours because I blocked you. So the first thing you said to her was that Stormy is lying about the fact that your paths have ever crossed. Right? She has said that she's never crossed paths with you. Now, bearing in mind that Stormy has a lot of medical conditions that cause forgetfulness, brain fog, right? Regardless, doesn't even matter if she's crossed paths with you or not. She made a comment, didn't she? You said that somebody had put a picture up online of a child and that they shouldn't do that. And what was your comment? That she was a hypocrite? Yeah? She was a hypocrite. Okay. So your first... Oh, and you thought you were well big with this one, didn't you? Your first thing that you said was, a child under 16 can't give consent. You really thought you owned her with that one, didn't you? Really did. So Stormy asked her daughter if she could put up an old photograph of her online onto TikTok, right? At a time when her account was small. Now, Stormy didn't actually need to ask her daughter. She did that because it's the right thing to do. She doesn't actually need to ask her daughter for consent. So that wasn't the big gotcha moment you thought it was it? Now, what Stormy did was, as her account started growing, and we all know, because when my account started growing, it starts growing quickly. And at that point, she took the photo down. Even though you would not be able to identify her daughter now from the photograph she used on her TikTok. But that photograph is no longer there. Now, my question to you, why did you go looking for a photograph of Stormy's child? Why were you so invested that you must have gone through Stormy's profile? Scroll and scroll and scroll. To go back to a time when she had very few followers, to find a photo of her daughter. Now, I don't know about you, anti-TikToker, but that struck me as a little bit ew. Yeah? Little bit. Now, why would he do that? Very odd behaviour. Okay, but Stormy, being part of the awareness community, because you recommended people do an awareness on Stormy, didn't you? Do you know what I found, anti-TikToker, at my grand old age? I'm 53, by the way. Nearly 54. My grand old age, I found out that those people that accuse others are quite often exactly what they accuse others of being. So do you not want people doing an awareness on you, is what I'm thinking. Is that no? Worried about that, are you? No? Wait 1 minute. Yeah. If anybody's calling the anti-TikToker a name, because I'm not watching the comments, if anyone's calling him a PDF, please stop. Right? First of all, that's a criminal offence. And second of all, there is absolutely no evidence of that. My concern was that he went looking for something to target Stormy with. Right? And that's just bizarre behaviour to me. Regardless of what he went looking for, it's bizarre behaviour. Okay? So please don't call him names like that. This is about his behaviour. Now then. Oh, you called her a few names as well, didn't you? Right. So you didn't just go about attacking her with facts. You called her names, didn't you? Silly. What was the other one? Unhinged. Disgraceful. Sick. Yeah? All words you use to describe somebody you have never, ever met. Words I would not use to describe you, because I don't know you. The only thing I know about you is your behaviour, and that's what I'm criticising you for. That's what I'm calling you out for, right? Because you seem to think it's okay to go at people. What else did you say? Yeah, she's lied about her ME, hasn't she? She's using a wheelchair just to get higher mobility. Well, anti-TikToker, I've got a secret to share with you. I get higher mobility and I don't use a wheelchair. So why would Stormy need to use one in order to get higher mobility? You don't need to be a wheelchair user to qualify for the higher mobility component of PIP. There you go, you can Google that. Or you can take it from me, because I get the higher mobility part of PIP, right? You don't need to be in a wheelchair. So check your facts, and then check your facts again. Again, not the gotcha moment you thought it was. What else did you say? Oh, that was it. You know she's watching. Do you? You know she's watching your TikToks. Do you? Funnily enough, I've seen a couple of your TikToks and you're blocked, but that's because people sent them to me. Doesn't mean I'm watching you, does it? I'd actually put you out of my head until I got a message from Stormy in bits because of your followers. So if you are the responsible awareness person you claim to be, have a word, will you? And stop people or request that people don't inbox Stormy with the absolute venomous poison that they currently are doing, yeah? Don't hide behind your community, love. If you've got something you want to say it in a TikTok. I know you can't control your community, but you can ask them nicely to leave her alone. Oh, and just so we're clear, I don't want anybody from my community to inbox the anti-TikToker. Let me tell you why. His behaviour will take him down. You don't need to do anything. Just leave him. What did you say? Oh, you've got zero tolerance for bullies. Idiots, sorry. Zero tolerance for idiots. Guess what I have zero tolerance for? I'll leave that with you because you claim to be quite clever, don't you? Oh, you called Stormy immature as well, didn't you? You said she was immature. Oh, here we go. You talked about Stormy being in witness protection, didn't you? Hope you've made yourself a cup of tea for this one. Right, okay. So first of all, do you know anything about Stormy's background? Anything, you know, anything she's been through? Yeah? Because I'll tell you now, hand on heart, I don't know what she's been through. But you proclaimed that according to a trustworthy source that Stormy is not in any form of witness protection. Again, anti-TikToker. Where'd you get that from? Who's your reliable source? Huh? Let me guess. Somebody you know that used to work for the police. You said there can't be different levels of witness protection. Yes, there can. There absolutely can. You can take all the precautions you like to keep your address secret. You stay off. You stay ex-directory. You stay off the open voters thing on the council tax, right? You will often have a marker on your house so that if you call the emergency services from your home, they know to turn up PDQ. You may well have alarms in your home or on your person. Right? So there are different levels. Now, I don't know what Stormy's circumstances are. And neither do you, right? Which is why I won't comment on them. Nor should you. This is basic stuff, anti-TikToker. If you don't have the full picture, don't comment. So unless you've spoken with the police who have dealt with whatever Stormy is dealing with, and they have given you information about Stormy's case, is what you need to do. Yeah? Stormy is more than aware of the precautions she needs to take to keep herself safe. She absolutely needs no advice from you, but for you to sit and say she's not in witness protection, I'm sorry, who are you? Head of MI5? No, mate, you're a TikToker like the rest of us. Yeah? You make TikToks like the rest of us. Yeah? But you think you can comment on that, do you? Because you've got a credible source. You're not a journalist. You're not an investigator. You don't work for the Secret Service, do you? So no, you haven't. What else would you say? You've got valid info, your words, valid information, yes, your words, thank you, Recover, about Stormy's medical information. Really? From where? Someone Stormy confided in? An ex-mod? A friend? Yeah? Where? Where does your valid information come from? Because I don't believe you. Oh, what's this as well? Let's see. You've heard that Stormy isn't single. Again. What's it got to do with you? Why is it any of your business? Would you like to know about me? I'm married. I have 6 children and 1 stepdaughter. My kids are all grown up. I live in Scotland. Anything else you'd like to know? Multiple conditions. I get the higher rate of mobility, PIP. I get the lower rate of daily standard living. Anything else you'd like to know? Feel free to inbox somebody that hasn't blocked you. I'm sure they can get a message to me. Because that's what you do, isn't it? You like to inbox people, don't you? Yeah? Because you didn't half come for Stormy in an inbox, didn't you? Eh? Patronising was the way I read it. Let's see what else we have here. Oh, yes. I'll come to it in just a minute. I'm going to reset my gift goal while I'm talking about you. Do chat amongst yourselves momentarily. Well, I faff. Oh, good Lord. Oh, no, we're not doing that. Oh, and by the way, anti-TikToker, I'm resetting my gift goal because my gifts go to my community. Just so you know. And this isn't awareness, this is a chat. Just between you and I. Please bear with. Daft in the chat if you must. Dum dum dum. Oh, good grief. How is that even 701 of them? Shut up. Honest to God. Think people have money to burn, wouldn't you? Right, what can I put on here that'll stop you all gifting? Hang on a second. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. There you go, that'll do. Oh, Lordy, and the first word I say is ovulation. Thank you so much for that, Mickey. Right, anti-TikToker. That was it. There we are. I found it. Don't worry. Thank you, Cherry Pie. Thank you, Louie. Here we go. You said that she's not... You've heard that Stormy isn't single because she's doing a council tax dodge. Is that what you said? She's doing a council tax dodge. How do you know? Again, how do you know? Thank you for that, mods. Thank you for the gift. Sorry, thank you. I will thank you all properly after. Yeah, none of his business. How would you know? And why are you bothered? Are the three questions that I have for you. Right, if Stormy's doing a council tax dodge, how's that any business of yours? But more importantly, how do you know? That's what I'd like to know. Unless somebody that doesn't like her has told you, in which case, really credible. Yeah, I reckon you could find probably about 20 people on here that don't like me, that would tell you all sorts. Are you going to believe them as well? Thank you, Cherry Pie. Are you going to believe? Thank you, Jessie. Are you going to believe them as well? Or are you going to go back to the source and find out whether it's true? God, no, you can't do that, can you? Oof. Can't do that. Asking about things you've heard? Good grief, no. You're just going to run with it, aren't you? Oh, that was it. You're on it. What was that you said? You're on it. Meaning what? Meaning that Stormy's on your radar? Yeah, and you're going to be digging into her, are you? Uh-huh. Right back at you, flower. You're on my radar. You were on my radar when you made that absolutely vile comment about didn't see it, not interested, don't care. I thought then, wow, that's a man with no morals whatsoever. Calling people out. Yeah? Then you went, and that's when I blocked you. But before that, you'd gone for Mickey, hadn't you? Child SA, that was ages ago. Are you not over it? So, because Stormy's on your radar, and you're gonna what? Find out information on her. But surely, anti-TikToker, you've got all the information on her. You know she doesn't have certain medical conditions. You know she's not single and she's dodging council tax. You know she's not in witness protection. You've already done your digging. Because you've come out with all these unsubstantiated facts with zero proof. So what do you need to go digging for? When you've got all the info. 2 sides of the notebook I wrote on. So you've obviously got all the information. You're just lacking the proof. Stormy brought you into it. I tell you what, honestly, anti-TikToker, that is gaslighting 101. Okay? You said that you weren't the first person to mention Stormy's kids. Stormy was. Well, you know, a mother mentioning children. Wow. Because she happened to try to tell somebody, and I'm going off what you're saying now. She happened to try to tell somebody it was dangerous to put children's pictures on the internet, right? Something I spent about half an hour trying to tell people 2 days ago, FYI, okay? But you told her that because she brought you into it after you made a comment, let's not forget, she wasn't talking to you, was she? Let's just say you're correct. She wasn't talking to you. She was talking to someone else. So she didn't initiate contact with you, mate. You did. Because you told her that she was a hypocrite. So she's actually correct. She didn't speak to you. You spoke to her. And then you found a picture of her child. Or you were sent it by one of your credible sources. Yeah? So you brought me into it. Like I said, gaslighting 101. And most of us in my room, okay, pretty much most of us on TikTok understand that that is gaslighting 101. Okay, you're going to have to be a little bit more clever to catch us out. Thank you, Emma. You're going to have to be a little bit quicker to catch us out. Okay, we don't like gaslighters, especially ones that are so transparent. Yeah, I wrote here, who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? Shall I tell you what I think? Just my opinion. Feel free to disregard. I would imagine you're going to come back with half a dozen TikToks, aren't you? Please know I won't see them. Please also know I won't care. Because generally speaking, I don't care what small men say to me. Yeah, I've survived bigger and better than you. So, your opinion on me, you're entitled to one. Do I have to care about it? No. Will I always stand up for people I think are being bullied? Yeah. See, there's a couple of things you don't know about me, anti-TikToker, so I'm going to tell you. Those in my community know this about me, but I'm gonna share it with you because I don't think you understand. I'm not affiliated with anybody. I don't owe allegiance to anybody. Okay, I don't stand with any big creators on this app. Yeah, not a single one. That's why I'm able to call out behaviour when I see it. Doesn't matter who it is. Could be delusive Angie, could be misread, could be EQ, could be anybody. Because I'm not in anyone's pocket. I don't sub to any of them, unlike yourself. Okay? I don't claim to be friends with any of them. So when I see something, I'll call it out. Okay? So I'm not like other people on this app. So my question to you is, who do you think you are? I think you came onto TikTok with the best intentions. Not gonna lie. I think you came on and you saw people who were misbehaving, taking advantage of the vulnerable, etc., as you have stated, and you called them out. And I thought, fair play, respect. Takes quite a bit to do that, in fact. And then I think you got the attention of, or you decided that you had liked EQ. Now, whether she's been in touch with you, or whether you decided that you liked her, that you could see her point of view, you seem to have overlooked the things that EQ has said on this app. But that's okay. You don't have to call everyone out, unless of course you claim to be an awareness TikToker. Yeah? In which case, you're not biased, are you? You will raise awareness where you see fit, which should be across the board, shouldn't it? Yeah? It should be any behaviour that you see that is wrong, that you should call out. But that's not you, is it? Because when a TikToker uses a PDF's picture, convicted and in prison, uses that picture as their profile picture, and you don't care, that kind of makes everything else you've said about everyone else mean nothing. Because if you can't bring the same energy for this, because I tell you now, if Stormy had put that picture on as her profile picture of a convicted SO who was still in prison, oh, you'd have come for her, wouldn't you? You'd have come for her 10 times over. So I'm going to call it double standards. So I think you started with the right intention. I do. I mean, I think you overdid it on Annette, not going to lie. Because in the beginning, that was all your content, wasn't it, really? It was about Annette. Because you don't believe her either, do you? Again, I'm sure you've got proof to back that up. Anyway, so yeah, I think you came on with the best of intentions. I think you got the attention of somebody that you thought, ooh, and that's when I think your ego grew. Right? And the thing about this app is you can be up there one day and right at the bottom the next. Do you understand? So you can be the name everybody talks about one week and the name everybody trashes the next. There is no loyalty on here between creators. Okay? There is only what they can get while they can get it. And I promise you one of two things is going to happen. You're either going to get EQ sticking up for you because everybody's going against you, which gives her airtime, or she'll jump on the bandwagon and she'll disown you faster than you can say, the anti-TikToker. That's how it's going to go, one way or the other. Alright? Don't believe me? Ask people. Ask your community. Because that's what will happen. So your ego got in the way and you started calling people out, didn't you? You started calling all these people out. Now, the awareness community, they don't put anything out there that they can't prove. It's an absolute given that if you are going to raise awareness on somebody, you have got to have the proof. Otherwise, it's hearsay. Yeah? It's nothing more than gossip. See how everything I've said to you today has been based off what's come out of your mouth. Right? And I have those TikToks, so I can prove it, yeah? And normally the way I do my awareness videos, apart from the fact that they are, thank you, they are funny-ish, right? Is that I always use what somebody has said themselves. If I can't prove it, I don't say it. If it's just my opinion, I'll say it's just my opinion. What you can't do, shouldn't do, should know better, is to come onto an app like this and slate people whose backstory you don't know, who you don't know as a person, and who you have no proof for the facts that you are spreading around the internet or spreading around TikTok. Right? So, the consequences of what you've done to Stormy by coming for her, a genuine awareness page, awareness person, right, who has a reputation on TikTok for not fibbing, for being able to provide proof for everything she says, is you've managed to upset several different communities, including me and mine. Right? So, here's what I would like to happen. Obviously, it's entirely up to you, you being a grown man. Stop talking about her. Stop talking about people you know nothing about. Don't comment on somebody's childhood trauma. Right? Don't claim to know somebody's medical records or whether they are in witness protection or not. Hearing it from somebody is not proof. Do you understand? You can't say somebody told me and it be used in a court of law. Did you know that? Well, we hold ourselves to the same standards in the awareness community. Right? It needs to be written, photographed, filmed. Hearsay doesn't cut it. Especially if it's somebody with an axe to grind against the person that they're talking about. Carries even less weight. Right? And I don't for 1 second believe you've got people on the inside of the police, on the inside of the NHS, giving you information that is protected by GDPR. So unless you are going to come with facts, irrefutable, provable facts, don't come at all, is my advice to you. Right? Because you just make yourself look rather silly. So when you've seen this live, which you will, because I'm sure I'm being screen recorded as we speak. You want to pick on someone? I am right here. Come for me. Bring your facts. There's quite a few people on this app that don't like me. So why don't you go and find them and see what facts they can give you? Right? But leave people alone unless you have proof. You are not the person you're trying to portray. And a lot of people, which astonished me actually, have seen straight through you. In my humble opinion, you're a deeply unpleasant individual. Stay away from people you know nothing about. Here endeth today's lesson. Thank you very much for the gifts. Thank you very much for the taps, the likes and everything else. I appreciate you all more than you could possibly know. I adore you, Stormy. You know that, don't you? Absolutely, you can. Hi, you sweet.
How are you?
I feel
Can I just say something with reference to what's been said this evening? Now, I know there's some people in the live that follow said creator we are talking about. I do not, and the mods and Jojo do not want them people had a go at. All we have done is we have given information for you to make an informed choice of your own fruition. That is not for us. We have just shown another side to a story, and we've done it with facts. It's all out there in the ether to be going and viewed yourself. There's nothing there that is misrepresented. It's all there. But I don't want anybody gone for in the chat. There will be a zero tolerance for hounding in on somebody within the chat. That's all I want to say, sweetheart.
Yeah, we don't do that. No, please, don't apologise. We don't do that here. Okay? We don't do that here. We welcome opinions. We welcome different perspectives. So if somebody is saying, well, I like him, that they are absolutely as entitled to say that as somebody who says, I don't like him. So please don't bicker in the chat, okay? Because that's not what this is about. I'm telling you that he has picked on 3 people that I know of, and I know there are more, which I can't talk about because I don't have any proof, right? But I saw Scouse Slayer address him, I've seen Mickey address him, and I've seen Stormy's proof, right? So you don't have to dislike the man. I don't know the man well enough to dislike him. What I do dislike is his behaviour, right? But if somebody else likes him and sees his behaviour from a different perspective, that's absolutely fine. It's not an issue, okay? I'm not about that at all. We don't do that in here, in fact.
Good evening.
Good evening.
So obviously this is quite personal to me because one of the things was done to me. I fully agree with Dazza, we should not be targeting people, but what I will say is if you are going to stand with a man who has come for me and told me that my child SA is invalid, etc., do not ever step foot in my lives again. That is all I will say. And I'm pretty sure that the other people that he has targeted will say the same thing. Love you, Jojo. Good night.
I love you too, darling. Yeah, we aren't about that here. I don't mind having people having differences of opinions, but if you're going to come into Mickey's live or Daz's lives or whoever and stick up for somebody that we know has behaved appallingly, thank you, darling. Thank you, Julie. It's please understand that the thing is with our group, right? This is what I will tell you. Thank you, Abigail. What was that? Oh, bless you, Nessa. Yeah, there's been some dreadful things said. Thank you, Diamond, darling. It's stable now, Katie. Thank you. Yeah, the thing is, right? Oh, bless you, Dead Folly Falls. I'm not asking anyone to block him, or I don't want... How do I put this right? This is a very tolerant, safe community that's been built, right? It's our community, and I'm so proud of it. I can't tell you. What we don't do is we never bully people. In our community, once we block, we're done. We're just done. We don't hold lives. We don't... hang on. Sorry, I'm getting messages and I have to just check. Absolutely. I totally agree with that, Dazza. We don't do witch hunts here. We don't do shaming people. We don't... You know... We're not like that. We're not the toxic side of TikTok. But I'll tell you what I stand for, okay? I stand for calling out people's behaviour. I don't stand for getting personal. I don't stand for bullying. Bullying is my pet hate. I cannot stand it. I can't abide it. Especially when it's done in a manner that is made to seem like it's true. Okay, like the facts that somebody is saying is true. Because if somebody says it with enough conviction, people are going to believe it. And all I would say to anyone listening, inside or outside of this live, is if someone tells you something about somebody, you've got two choices. Go to the person they're talking about and ask them, is the first one, right? And never believe anything until you've seen proof. And proof needs to come in the form of a text message. Thank you, Gemma. A photograph. A video. Something tangible. Just because someone said so is not evidence. So please, this is one of the things I've found on people's lives. Other bigger creators' lives. Someone will say something in the comments, or a creator will say something, and they'll say it with such conviction that people believe it. And it blows my mind, because you shouldn't believe just because you dislike somebody, you don't automatically believe it. You shouldn't automatically. Example, right? So, information about E has come out, all the rest of it. The awareness pages that were aware of the alleged stalker got in touch with E to safeguard her. Now, if we were going and working on the basis of, well, I don't like her, or I don't like E, so I'm not gonna safeguard them, then we're not awareness. We can't claim to be awareness. We can't claim to be looking after people's interests, because if we're only looking after the people we have respect for or who we like, then we're not doing our job. Yeah? So, regardless of whether you like somebody or not, you have to do what is right. And we're not always going to agree. We're not always going to see eye to eye. I've said stuff, you've seen my TikTok last week. I've said my piece, not going to repeat it. Yeah? But if you are going to be in the awareness business and you are going to safeguard people, You do it for everybody, including those people you don't like. And that is why, if you do the wrong thing, I'll call you out. I have lost friends for doing the wrong thing. Right? People I cared about, I have cut off because they've done the wrong thing. Okay? I haven't gone after them, I haven't named them, I haven't done anything. But if they have done the wrong thing and it's gone against my moral code, then that's it, I'm done. And that's with people I like, don't know. It's across the board. So please, if you're going to listen to somebody, always make sure that they are telling the truth. Okay? Not because somebody told them or they have a reliable source. Okay? Half the time, it's somebody that doesn't like the person. So whoever is telling the anti-TikToker all this absolute twaffle about Stormy, yeah, is probably someone that's fell out with her. Because it's awfully easy, isn't it, for someone who thinks that, oh, it's terrible. I think Stormy's done this and I think Stormy's done that. Well, how long have you thought that for? Or has it suddenly, you've had an epiphany now that you fell out, so you go off and tell somebody else? Come on now. You know what I mean? If something is wrong, it's wrong. Doesn't matter who it is. So don't sit there and say, oh, do you know what? I know all this about this person, but we're friends, so I'm not going to tell anyone. If you think it's wrong, speak up. Don't hang on to it until they've annoyed you and you fell out. Because that's not right, is it? This is the double standards are just... I will fall out with somebody if they do the wrong thing. It's very simple. So, and I will never lie to you. If I tell you something and I get it wrong, I'll tell you. If I tell you something, believe I will come with receipts. You will see receipts. Right? I don't know who was around back in the day when we had that falling out with another creator and we held a live and we came with receipts and we proved our point and we moved on. Yeah? That's how we operate. It's how the awareness community operates. So just because the anti-TikToker says he has a reliable source doesn't mean he has a reliable source. Do you understand? And the more that people say that to me, I've got a really reliable source. Always makes me think, but do you though? Really? Because if you dig a little deeper and scratch beneath the surface, you'll find out it's someone that knows Stormy, or it's someone that's fell out with Stormy, right? Or it's someone that heard something about Stormy that was said in someone else's live. You know what I mean? Check your facts first, please. Or go to Stormy and ask her. I've just heard this about you. Oh my God. Is this correct? And I guarantee you, if Stormy's telling the truth, but I guarantee you, if anyone's telling the truth, they will say to you and they will happily show you the proof that they're telling the truth, right? Because they've got nothing to hide. Yeah? Or they will talk to you. Someone who's got something to hide will shut you down and not speak to you. Correct, Dead Folly. In fact, last year I did that. Last year, with the kitchen implement, I stopped to make a phone call to the police. And I can't stand E. But yeah, do you know what? It's really upset. I'm going to tell the chat, Stormy. I'm outing you, Stormy. Hi, Mr. Alex. Stormy wants to leave the app because of the abuse that she's received. Okay? What do we need to tell Stormy? I hope you're watching this, Stormy. Read the comments, my darling. Absolutely, Zoe. Absolutely. We don't let them. Oh, bless you, Mr. Alex. Thank you. Don't you go anywhere. Absolutely, Tanya. Do you know what? Oh, big up to you. That is exactly what they do. For those that have missed it, Tanya says the big TikTokers pick up people, put the light on them for their own ends, and then drop them. And oh, you cannot be more right. You cannot be more right than that. That's exactly what they do. Exactly what they do. Sorry, just reading. Just reading. Thank you, Yorkshire darling. Thank you, Moon Willow. Hi, Tess. You're a misfit now. Oh, bless you, Dan. She is. She absolutely is. You see that, Stormy? Thank you for the follow. Yeah. Don't let small people bully you. I know how hard it is. I've been there when it's constant and it doesn't stop. Hi, Frankie. Thank you, love. It doesn't stop. It gets in your head. It affects you day to day. Trust me, Stormy, love, I've been there. It's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. Especially when you feel like you don't have a voice to fight back with. And this is why I do what I do and say what I say. You are more than welcome, darling. Oh, thank you, Amy. Oh, I love that, Gemma. I love that. That's spot on. Stormy absolutely is. Stormy's a warrior. Absolute warrior. I tell you what, Stormy, I have this community. I adore this community because we stand together and we will always do the right thing. And we can agree to disagree, but we do it agreeably. Thank you, Tess. Thank you, Lou. We do it agreeably. It's quite, I've had disagreements with people in the comments and still remained, absolutely fine, because that's the difference between grown-ups and children. We absolutely do, Auntie Di. Stormy, it would be so boring if everybody thought the same thing. It's all right, Andrea, darling. It would be boring if we all thought the same thing. I have opinions that turn out to be absolute waffle. And I get told, that's waffle. Shut up. Yeah? So, you just have to... Oh, Moon Willow, bless you. This is what we try to be. We try to be. You will hear me go on a rant, right? Especially if it fires me up, and this fired me up. Yeah. The mods will tell you it fired me up. Max Meltz is definitely waffle. And if I see something that is injustice, oh, thank you, Dan. If I see something that I think is wrong, and if I see people being affected by an individual's behaviour, and, you know, the worst thing to hear from someone you have so much respect for is, I didn't think a man could damage me as much as my ex did. And when I heard that, I thought, thank you, Yorkshire, I thought, I'm not having that. I am not having that. No one should make another person, another human being feel like that. Ever. Especially a stranger on the internet who's made it his business to bring you down, Stormy. And that was the sentence that did it for me, darling. That was the sentence that did it for me. As somebody who's been there and had to survive relationships like that, to have a stranger have that same effect on you, no, not having it. And I'm quite gobby. I don't pick fights. I don't go looking for fights. You won't find me in people's boxes when there's a fight to be picked. I generally don't. I generally don't bicker with people. I don't do backwards and forwards and. Well, you're welcome, darling, but I'm not that person. But if I see something wrong, or I see behaviour that is causing devastation to another person, I totally agree, Glynis. Thank you, Tess. Then I'm not having it. I'm not having somebody that I respect being trashed. Thank you, Andrea. Oh, Amy, do you know one of the worst things he can do, and when you've got, and this is not meant with any malice, but when you've got Scouse Slayer saying to you, she will drop you, right? And Scouse knows, because Scouse has been dropped. You know, listen. Just because it's from someone you don't like, listen. What's up, Frankie, my love? Wait a minute. Rubbish, Matt. I don't believe that for a second. Articulate. It's right, Matt's trying to tell me he's intelligent in a WhatsApp chat. It's just not true. It's not true. Outrageous. Oh, spell check's working for you, Matt. Oh dear. What's up, Frankie? What do you need?
Yeah. Hi, love.
What's up? Hey,
I just want to put something to you.
go on then.
I'm sure you're made aware of a certain former misfit. Well, it's come. Well,
What just happened there? Somebody inboxed me immediately. WhatsApp me. I don't know what's happening. Sorry about that. I've no idea. She was there and then she was gone. Someone will inbox me in a minute. Oh, Lordy, no. No. I absolutely get where you're coming from, Frankie, but we just hang on. Yeah, no, not tonight. No, we've yeah. This is. I'm trying to lower the. You know, we've been up here, and I'm trying to bring it back down slowly. That's all right, darling. Your heart is always in the right place, and I adore you for it. But yeah, it's just because I don't want everybody to leave here completely wound up. Because I feel great now; it's off my chest. But I don't want anyone else to leave here feeling like they need to go and say something or I know. It's only the first day, Dazza. Give me a chance. I expect I can make it much worse. I know you do, darling. But yeah. Oh, bless you, Abigail. Yeah, you got a bit tipsy, did our Matt? Didn't you, Matt? How you feeling? Have you got me turned down on the phone? Yeah, no, I'm just trying to bring it down a bit. But I don't want anyone going over to the anti-TikToker. I don't want anyone going over and dissing him. There's absolutely no point. 34 times.
It's more than that. And how dare you say I'm not intelligent? I'm going to my best friend's live, Canadian Angie. She's my favourite person now. Bye-bye.
Oh, bless him. Oh, good God. Excuse me while the mods have a spat. I'll just sit back here and look pretty.
Did you know that Spartan loves my cherry bakewell? Absolutely loves it, he does. He loves it. I've got multiple screenshots of him.
He loves Canadian Angies now. Oh, dear me. Oh, I'll tell you what, Stormy, this is... It always descends into chaos at the end. Near the end of a live, it always descends into absolute chaos. But yeah, as I was saying, don't go over to his lives. Don't. I don't even know if he holds lives. The worst thing people can do is go over and say, I've heard all about you. It's not worth it. It really isn't worth it. Do you know what I've learned as I've got older? Silence really can be deafening. It really can be. And it is the best way to be with most people. Most people want to fight. They want somebody to come at them so that they can feel justified because they're unhappy. They're unhappy in their lives. They've got frustrations and they want to take it out on somebody. So honestly, silence is absolutely deafening when it's used in the right way. There's nothing more frustrating than coming up against somebody who wants someone to argue with. Man. Oh, do you know what, Amy? That says it all, doesn't it? That says it all. Right? I try to remain neutral amongst things. If it's not to do with me directly, I'm Switzerland, right? So if you came in here and said to me today, not keen on that Dazza, right? That's your opinion. Absolutely fine. No issues. As long as that's all it is, you're just not keen on him, but you're not spreading rumours about him and stuff, then I've got no problem. I'm not going to block you because you don't like someone I like. Right? He's going to feel so silly when she drops him. And she will. She will. Yes, I am. And she will drop him. She's dropped Everybody. The one that's the biggest one that I can think of that springs to mind is Karma Kaz. He was riding high, wasn't he? He was up to, you know, he was coming up, he was popular, he was getting thousands in his lives. And then for whatever reason, I don't follow it, dropped. Oh yeah, Lorraine. Yeah. But he will be. And that's the sad thing. He will have lost potential friends, potential followers. Because this is the other thing, this is why I don't ally myself to anybody. If you're going to call it out, good night, Auntie Di, darling. If you're going to call it out, don't be selective. She said some of the worst things on here. For whatever reason. Doesn't matter. It's... So I'm expecting there'll be several TikToks about me now. Anyone that dislikes me will probably rush over to the anti-TikToker to give him all the news that they think they have or have, whatever. Listen, do it. Right? I don't care. I'm too old to care. Thank you, Lou. I'm just not interested. You know, if you don't tag me in anything, I don't want to see it. Not because I'm scared of it, but because I don't care. You'll be wasting your time. He's going to come back at me because that's what he does. He doesn't like people saying things to him. Oh, bless you, Katie. Thank you. I just don't care enough. I don't, just so you know, anti-TikToker, right? Now I've said my piece, I'm done. I won't speak about you again, because unless you come for someone else. But you're not going to see me hold lives on you. You're not going to see any hate from me. I don't like your behaviour. I don't have an opinion on you as a person, because I don't know you. But I don't like your behaviour. Right, so whatever, mate, whatever you feel you need to do, you crack on, because it's irrelevant to me what you do now. Yeah, you want to come back at me, that's fine, absolutely fine, but just know that you'll be shouting into the abyss, because I won't hear it. No one's going to forward it to me. No one's going to tag me in it. Okay, no one. So I won't even hear you. My DMs aren't open because you're blocked. And all my other social media is locked down. The anti-TikToker tests. Just don't care enough about you. I really don't. I care enough about my friend Stormy and my friend Mickey. Yeah? And because I stand on my morals, I will even defend Scouse Slayer. Yes, difference between you and I. Yeah, I'll defend Scouse Slayer, and telling her in your messages to her that you have eyes and ears everywhere, I would take that as a threat. Right? And because I don't like your behaviour, I don't like her behaviour, but your behaviour towards her, I will defend Scouse. Right? She and I will never be friends, but that's the difference between you and I. He's been for Mickey Dawn. Yeah. Yeah, he told Mickey that her child essay was that long ago. She should be over it by now. Would you believe? And he's decided that Stormy he knows all these things about Stormy because he's MI5. Yep. Yep. And you all know Mickey was broken. She was absolutely broken by all of that. Yeah. So. But we look after each other in here, so absolutely valiant. Absolutely it does. It dictates the way your life goes, actually. It becomes a part of who you are. Of course, Carrie. It becomes a part of who you are. It drives you, or it stops you in your tracks. For Mickey, it's driven her, you know, and it's driven her life in the, hi, Mama Yoda. It's driven her life in the direction it's gone. One of the strongest women I know. So to say, I mean, the first thing I would say is nobody should talk about anybody else's trauma. It's not for anyone else to discuss apart from them, because it's their experience. It's what's happened to them. So nobody has the right to comment. Not me, not anybody has the right to comment on Mickey. I don't have the right to comment on whatever storm he's been through. It's not my trauma, right? But for somebody else to think that they, good night, Glenys, love, for somebody else to think they have that right, no. And then to tell them to get over it, tells me they've not been through it, that's for sure. They can't have been, because to make such an ignorant comment, you know? But yeah, anti-TikToker, do what you want. To respond how you want. I won't say it. So enjoy. It's all I can say to that. And if I know the Observer, she's probably recorded it. Bless her heart. So yeah, I'm here. I'm here all week. I shall be here all week. Oh, you can call into question her mod skills, because they have at times been shocking. But yeah, I'm here all week. You are very welcome, Stormy, darling. Anytime, welcome to the Misfits. And anyone else that's come in and stayed for more than 30 seconds, welcome to the Misfits. You are part of a community that will care for you in a way not many other communities do. Okay? So yeah, my mods are probably, I think Foxy's live now. If you want to go and have a laugh, if you can keep up, which isn't always the case. But yeah, I'm going to go. And please don't worry if you say anything from the anti-TikToker. It's yawn. Do you know what I mean? I'd rather pierce my ears with spoons than listen to anything that man has to say. Love you too. So I'll see you tomorrow.